What's going on, everybody? I'm Patrick from POWLAX, where we create confident coaches because confident coaches create great environments for players. And in this video, I'm ecstatic to share with you guys one of my favorite all-time ground ball drills that also works on transition offense and defense. This is +1 ground balls. So within this drill, we're going to work on everything from picking up the ball and moving it, making sure we work on the communication of the player who is watching the player pick up the ball. We're also going to work on our offensive transition of drawing and dumping. We're going to work on our defensive transition of defending dangerous space in front of the goal and then maybe holding and then rotating quickly once they make the pass. And so it's an absolutely fun drill. The players love it. We love to use it for pregame. But so let's hop into Lacrosse Lab and see exactly how it works. So first, this is Lacrosse Lab. It's essentially a digital play organizer where you can actually send the plays that you build to your team. You can also gain access to all of my plays through the POWLAX digital playbook if you want it for yourself. Also, POWLAX Gold membership if you want to send it to your players. If you do want to send my plays to your players and not waste the time building all of them for yourself, you do have to have a team to send it to, so you also need to have a Lacrosse Lab subscription. But so if we hop into the POWLAX digital playbook, we're going to go to drills, we're going to go to ground ball drills, and we're going to go to +1 ground balls. And first we're going to start off with our 1v1 +1 ground balls. And so once we set this drill up, pretty easy. Coach stands in the middle, players stand on either side of the coach. And you can set this drill up wherever you want. In this, we're setting it up on the top of the restraining box, and then we'll play down towards the goal. But you can also set it up on the side restraining lines here. This is what we used to do pregame. We would have a set of 2v2 +1 ground balls on this side, as well as 2v2 ground balls on that side, and we would alternate them playing towards the goal. And then to run the drill, the coach will just throw the ball out, and then whichever team gets the ball, they get an additional player. So the red team picked it up, they get an additional player, they play out the 2-on-1 to goal. But so we can work on all those draw and dump principles, the holding principles, all of that stuff within the context of the drill. Now the next way we can run the drill is we can do 2-on-2 +1 ground balls. Same idea, whichever team picks it up gets another player in. Now you'll notice that we kept the single lines, and the players then fill out the lines at the cones, and that is because we want to make sure the next player in line knows that they are the one who's going to go if their team picks up the ball. If you have everyone, like if you have 4 separate lines here, sometimes a team will pick up the ball, they'll look back, and neither one of their players understood they were in front and are going to be getting the ball moving in to attack the goal. But so same idea, coach is going to roll it out. In this time, I think the blue team picks it up. He's going to get to space. Number 3 is going to come in, and then they're just going to play out the 3-on-2, working on all of those transition principles. But so now let's check out some live video. But before we do, this video is brought to you by POWLAX.com. This is where we house and organize all of the lacrosse coaching content. We've got a new lacrosse section, coaching strategies, drills to run at practice, ways for players to practice at home, and then what I want to focus on today, which is the youth lacrosse coaching masterclasses. Essentially, I've been working on all of this content and stuff for years, and I finally have all of it compiled enough to where I feel that I can run a masterclass that's going to help coaches in every single level of their coaching journey. And so there's 2 separate classes. The first is the Youth Lacrosse Coaching Masterclass. This is for all of your middle school to high school coaches to help them excel and become the best coach they can. We go over practice planning, game day stuff, all the drills you're going to need to know, all the strategies you're going to need to know, everything that is my top recommended stuff. And the way that we build it really focuses in on practice planning, because that's what you're going to do as a coach. You're going to practice plan. So we're going to learn a bunch of the basics. Then we're going to throw you into about 8 practice plans that take about 30 minutes to go through each, where we show you exactly how we're building each type of strategy through the practice plans. And so not only are you learning the general ideas of what strategies we're using, you're learning them through the concepts that we're building with the drills and how they all relate. I'm very proud of this one. Now, the next one is the kind of 10U, 8U newcomer lacrosse coaching masterclass. This is different. This has all the same basics, but now we're not going into any of the strategy, because at 8U and those newcomer like 8, 9, 10 age groups, they're not going to be able to do a bunch of the strategy stuff that the high school kids are going to be able to do. This is your quick hitter education for young teams to get the coaches up and running incredible practices as quickly as possible. We focus in on exactly what players of these age groups are going to be able to accomplish within the clear, within the ride, within their offenses and defenses, which really isn't much, but to maintain and understand that focus is going to help you to create a better environment for these players, because you're not going to be asking them to do things that they're not able to do. And so it's all curated information. Everything that's in this masterclass is going to be precisely exactly what you need to know. And so I think it's going to help a lot of coaches get up to speed quickly and help create some incredible environments for players, so that the players are going to come back season after season. But so that is POWLAX.com and the Youth Lacrosse Coaching Masterclasses. Now let's get right into our videos of our +1 ground balls. So here we've got our 2 lines. I'm going to roll the ball out as they go to pick up the ball. Then we'll see our extra player who enters the drill here, and then he makes the pass, catches, good shot, misses the goal, but hey, it was a pretty good play. Now, you'll see sometimes if a player doesn't have a good bead on the one-on-one, they'll just get in to play defense, but that's kind of the ability to kind of read the situation. But so now as we watch this next rep, you're going to notice that the players on offense make 2 passes. Now, you should only be allowed to make the number of passes that there are defensemen, because if you're making more than that, you're getting rid of your opportunity because you're taking way too much time. And so we'll watch that one again. But so notice, as this player ends up picking up the ball, he then is going to throw the ball to this player here who kind of is cutting down the middle of the field, right? But so he needs to draw that player or shoot it. Now, as he comes back and they throw it once and twice, if you have that kind of advantage in a game, you've lost the advantage because the defense is going to rotate. But so the general rule is you need to win the matchup on offense by making as many passes as there are defensemen, not more. Now let's head into our 2v2 +1 ground balls. All 4 players go to fight for the ball. This player picks the ball up, and then you'll notice these players weren't sure exactly who was going to go. This will happen quite a bit. Now he comes into the play, catches the ball, and now then they just play out the 3-on-2. And so obviously as you get into those upper, more advanced levels, it's going to look a lot cleaner, but you can run these drills with any level of player. This was at a clinic. These players had never run this before, and as players get more familiar with the drill and familiar with how you operate and run your practices, it's definitely going to look a lot cleaner through time. But so that is our +1 ground ball drill. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. Definitely let me know what you guys thought down in the comment section. Make sure to follow POWLAX on all social medias, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. I'm on Reddit on occasion now too. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you are watching on YouTube. Have a good one, and I will see you guys in the next one.